America. Tonight's headline story, Rant Radio Network. Miss the show? That's okay. You can catch it 24 hours a day. This just in. Want your own radio show? Call us at 855-969-RANT. That is 855-969-7268. And you'll become the headline.
You're ready for the pain and feel completely dirty when you're done. Arvin, are you ready for blast off?
I told you not to eat Indian food, man.
I already blasted off. Prematurely.
We are
The Three Guys Rant.
Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
I already feel dirty.
Call us at 855-693-GUYS.
And if you didn't understand that, let me try to do it in English, because that was Puerto Rican. You are listening to The Three Guys Rant. 855-69-3-GUYS. That's 693-4897.
693?
I love me some Three Guys. All right, welcome back to another episode of the Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. I'm going to say we're in Los Angeles because everybody knows we're in Los Angeles.
And why do they know that, Mr. Ochoa?
Because I say it every time. So I'm not going to say we're in Los Angeles this time.
You're not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Where are we again?
I don't know. The engineer's giving me a finger, and I think it's the one I'm not supposed to be seeing.
He was just trying to make sure that we look at the new clock on the big board.
Oh, I thought it's just because he was trying to say that the Wild Things are out today.
You're going to start already with that, huh?
The wild things are out?
My Wild Things are always
Wait,
out.
hold on. Let me pull my zipper up. Okay, go ahead.
That's
some Puerto Rican dingleberries. What's going on, man?
wow.
Come on, man. What's up? You're already crying, man. 30 seconds into the show and you're crying already.
Because I didn't expect you to say that, man. You need to learn how to wipe right there.
He's got tears coming down his face, man.
That's
You know what? Because I just had the visual.
well,
Yeah.
you know what? And it's funny because one of the topics that I had for today, and I was going to save it for later, but since Mike's already talking about his,
Dingleberry.
it's funny. I don't know if you guys caught this over the weekend. At
Apparently Mikey catches something every weekend.
Oh, I know he does. But George Clooney has inspired a new cosmetic craze. It's not bad enough the rat bastard gets all the hottest women on the planet. You know, everywhere he goes, he's mobbed.
But you know what the awesome part about that is?
What's that, sir?
He kind of just kicks him to the curb like a week later because he's done with them.
Well, I don't know. He's been with Keebler for a while now.
He was with that other one for a while, too.
Keebler Elf?
See, the problem with Arvin is to Arvin, anything over 90 days is just pushing it. So, you know. But anyway,
90 days is pushing it.
Apparently Clooney, his latest, shall we say, trend is inspiring people to get their balls ironed.
To get their balls ironed.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about like Dave Chappelle?
I
don't know if you ever saw that clip. But
No.
He said he wants to surgically remove all his hair and get Botox so that he could just walk around with his balls out and have people say, those are the smoothest balls I've ever seen.
Well, then you know what? Clooney took him up on that offer.
Are you serious?
I'm not joking around. There is, and I sent it to Alan. That's her picture, and she is pushing this service because they're saying that how George Clooney has inspired cosmetic craze for ball ironing that sees wrinkles removed from you know where. Okay.
Wait a minute.
It's $575, and a blonde beautician, right there.
Damn, I'm willing to pay $575 just to have her play with my balls.
Okay. That is the doctor. Nurse Jamie launched her Tighten the Tackle service last year. Okay, that's what it's called.
Wait. Repeat that again. What is it called?
Her name is Nurse Jamie.
So she's not a doctor.
She's not a doctor. Anyway, for those of you wondering what the hell we're looking at, if you can stream, we're at Arvin.
Geez, now for a video stream, the3guysrant.com. If not, Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
So I'll talk it through. There is a beautiful, beautiful nurse on the screen that we're looking at. Her name is Nurse Jamie, and she has a service called Tighten the Tackle. It averages about $575 per treatment, but she says that the average person that goes in there spends $900 on small enhancements while they're there.
I just have a question.
Mm-hmm.
There's only two ways that I see this even possible.
Okay.
Either she's got to enlarge them to get the wrinkles out, or she's got to cut them to take the wrinkles out.
Look, I'm telling you, according to the article, it says, let's see here, the hair removal process takes 45 minutes. and then it takes another 25 minutes to tighten and improve skin tone.
If I shave in the shower before I get there, do I get a discount?
All I'm saying is this woman is down there for an hour and 10 minutes, okay, for lack of a better term, jacking around with your, it says your dingleberries, according to Mike, and yeah, that's the...
I need the woman's address.
Well, her clinic is here, right, in Beverly Hills?
Yeah, her clinic is local.
We got. What we should do is, you know what? If you're willing to do it on air, Arvin, I think the show should pay for you to have your little nutsack.
I'm in.
Ironed.
I'm in.
What do you think,
Hey,
bro?
as long as she does a procedure with no gloves, I'm in.
So,
Yeah, so it's been called laser polish the crown jewels, tighten the tackle.
Oh, she can polish my jewels all day.
Clooney calls it ball ironing.
Now, did he really go?
But is it because he had it done? Is that the deal?
Has he said he's had it done?
Again, Clooney has repeatedly joked that instead of his eyes, he gets the skin and his testicles ironed out.
So he's been on TV and said this.
Yes. So again, nobody truly knows if he's done it.
Well,
but
I'm sure the Keebler elf knows.
Well, of course she does, but I'm just saying that you know.
How does that even come about? Is she down and she's like, babe, your balls are droopy and wrinkled?
Again, I'm telling you,
Mikey, what do you tell your boyfriend?
No comment.
Yeah. So that being said,
How does that happen? You know, he brings up an interesting point. Is what, how do you bring that up?
Better.
Is it?
I knew better than I thought. But it's Clooney. It'll stay tasteful, and here we go.
It's like, do you know what? You're leaving wrinkle lines on my forehead. I mean, what? How does that?
Wow.
Are you saying Clooney is tasteful? Mikey, does he taste good?
Yummy. Anyways.
So Arvin, because again, what struck me was that Arvin is one, he'll go get the foot massage, a mani, a pedi. I don't know what Arvin has waxed.
Whoa. What?
He's into certain parts of his body bleaching. He turns them in.
What part is that? What part is that, Arvin?
I got
the center of the universe.
What's funny is the first time he turned in his expense report and it was labeled starfish bleaching.
Right.
The accountant was like, "What the hell is a starfish?" I was throwing
I'm
up in my mouth.
I'm like, I was polishing my spokes over the weekend, man.
I couldn't even answer the question.
You get your spokes polished every weekend.
I couldn't even. Yeah.
Alan, can you put that picture up again? I don't think they saw it. I don't know what that is, but I don't want to know what that is.
Do we really want to know?
Yeah, no, we don't.
Anyway, all right. So we're talking about things that drive people crazy. Apparently, I was laughing because Mike had to go to another family party, and for years, for anybody who's been listening to the show, if you're a fan of the show, you know that we make fun of Mike because there is nothing that Mike doesn't do that it doesn't involve 27 people.
Let me just say, I know that. Does LA even have a Puerto Rican parade?
Yeah, it's called the Doodah Parade.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I swear, every weekend when Mikey has a get-together that he says is not a party, I swear it turns into the Puerto Rican Hills Parade.
It wasn't a party, man. We were at a park.
Even more so.
We just went to hang out at a park.
Now, you guys went to hang out at a park for a birthday party, right?
Right.
Okay, but there's no such thing as come by for a piece of cake with these people. It was themed, was it not?
Well, he wanted a Laker theme.
Okay.
So everybody wore Laker shirts.
And what's funny is you make fun of Mexicans, but as Puerto Ricans, you couldn't even do it at your home. You have a lovely home. And what's hysterical is when you lived in a one-bedroom apartment that was being condemned,
right?
You guys still put 42 people in there. So when you moved into your home, I thought, well, it'll be great because finally
there's going to be some breathing room.
Well, there'll be some breathing room and a couch we can sit on. But now when they have a party in typical Hispanic fashion, Mike, where'd you have the party at?
At a park. I just said at a park. We're listening. We're at a park, which made me very happy.
Arvin,
because when the party was over, I went back to my nice, quiet, clean home.
And my follow-up question is, how many of those people that were at the park with you went back to your house?
You know what it was, dude?
Not a one.
He has a 4-door.
Not a one, but 4 carloads.
Not a one.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
We went to the party, hung out, played basketball.
Mikey, do you still have plastic on your couch?
No.
You finally took that off?
Finally took it off, man.
So how long was the party?
We were there probably about 3 hours.
I see. And then how long was the after party at your house?
There was no after party, sir.
I'm sorry.
It was a thing of beauty.
Wait, you can't
calling
believe.
BS.
So am I.
And
So am I.
Max was worn out. So the moment we got home, he went Mimi's.
What time was this?
It was about 8.
Oh, wait.
Which was good,
So you were
man.
there from 5 to 8?
I was going to say, what time did you guys go to the park?
Oh, it was after 4, man.
Oh,
So
see?
you showed up to the park when
For- you know
normal
what's funny?
people
For an
were
8-year-old.
packing it up. Yeah.
For an 8-year-old. What's funny is
Which was announced to the time to be at the park was supposed to be 2 o'clock.
And you got there at 5.
Yes, close to that, somewhere around there. Right? But what's funny is as we're pulling in, there's other people pulling in.
Everybody else is pulling out because
Right.
the party's over.
No. So it was one of those things, man. What do you want me to do?
Dude, it cracks me up because the other day he sent out a text, which kills me that he has the audacity after all these years, right? My house, dinner, 2:30 sharp. Now, after I got up from laughing.
Wait. I'm already noticing spurts of genius just in that statement. 2:30 dinner, huh? So he knows everybody's going to show up at 5 or 6. Okay, continue.
You see?
Okay.
I'm thinking, brother.
He
I'm
said
thinking.
sharp. So, all right, we show up at 3 o'clock.
Oh, you're way too early.
Apparently so. Because when I got there, he wasn't even there. Okay,
I was still running around,
it's
man.
so
I was at the
pathetic,
store.
the timing that goes on in that household, that the time that he says sharp, he's not even there. And then my favorite is when he comes back and you look at him cross, he's like, what the F, man? It's her fault and his fault and their fault. It's everybody else's fault.
You know what? That is a good point. I've never heard him say, you know what, it's my fault.
Right, I didn't
Bro,
oversleep.
because-
I didn't screw something up. No. It's everyone else's fault. And the thing is, for those of you that know Mike, he swears. He swears that he's got big man shoes. He's a little girl and wears a size 10.
Big man
but he
balls
swears
is what I
that
have.
he's a foot putter downer, that he runs that house.
I'm sorry. He's a what?
A foot putter downer, baby.
That's
Foot
right.
putter down.
Foot putter
Put my
downer.
foot
That
down.
he runs the household.
Yeah, I don't know
So-
where you'd be putting your foot down. You know what? There.
But you know what? Other people make me late.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
This is good.
You know
I
what,
don't
Mikey?
plan on being late.
Mikey, I swear I would back you up if we're on the East Coast, but we're on the West Coast, so I can't even say you're on Puerto Rican time because they're like 3-4 hours ahead of us.
I know. We're quick. We move. We make things happen, man. But the family I'm with, or my family, they're always operating on Mexican time.
I just got a text. It's a good thing we didn't go because she was under the impression the party was going to start at 2 o'clock also. So when she's hearing that, we'd get home at 8 o'clock, come on. 6 hours after it was supposed to start. I'm telling you.
But we had a good time, man.
Well, of course you did.
Of course, you guys probably played hide and go seek because there was no light out anymore.
We played basketball. We hung out. The kids had a blast. Like I said, Max
Seriously, bro,
was worn out,
are there
man.
any clocks in your house? Can you people tell time?
Yeah, but didn't you see that I have a big Lucy clock on the kitchen, but I haven't put batteries in it.
Well, but I was just curious, though. I mean, can you guys even tell time? Because apparently we can't because Alan's flipping me off that we're going to break in 15 seconds.
He's
'cause he wants
giving you
to
the finger, too.
Give me the finger, but wow. I don't know, man. I think we need to somehow have an intervention. There needs to be a reality show.
That's right.
About what?
They should call it Clock Fuckers. That's what they should call it. You know what? If you're listening and you can do this show, you should do Clock Fuckers and go to Mike's house where they can't read a clock or be on time.
Oh, you said Fockers.
Even if their life depended on it.
That's good.
You're listening to the Three Guys Rant. We'll be right back after this break.
Transmitiendo en vivo en Los Ángeles y alrededor del mundo. Would you like to comment? Get on the radio.
Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com.
The Three Guys Rant.
We're the Brothers Bear Podcast Live, and I'm your host, Sanch, and I'm always joined by
Edgar.
Carlos Madrano, and this is a show where we talk about comics, movies, TV, video games, stand-up, music, and many more geeky things. Catch us live on Rant Radio Network on Mondays from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m.
That's another commercial in the back.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Lazo with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
theticketsurgeon.com. Reach us at 855-WIN-4-199.
Did you get caught speeding, texting while driving, or doing anything else you weren't supposed to do?
Give us a call. Don't miss work. Don't lose out on the money. Don't get any more points. What about your insurance? Let us fight for you. Theticketsurgeon.com at 855-WIN-4-199.
Hi, I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez.
And I'm Kelly V. Dolan.
And we are excited to announce our show Live with Aaron and Kelly is on Rant Radio Network. What do we talk about on our show, Kelly?
We talk about everything from entertainment to business and tech, and we have a few laughs in between.
That's right. Go check us out on rantradionetwork.com. That's rantradionetwork.com.
Check it out.
This segment's sponsored by Mucho Macho Michelada. Whenever you got to spice up your beer, Mucho Macho Michelada is for you. Only real men.
Did you say mucho macho?
Mucho Macho, baby, where the real men come to drink.
Hey, I don't always drink michelada, but when I do, I drink mucho macho michelada.
If only Arvin could be a little more Mucho Macho.
Will it put some hair on my chest?
No, but te quema entrando y saliendo.
Streaming live from Los Angeles, the Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com. The Three Guys Rant starts now.
All right, this is a Three Guys Rant. And ain't nobody going to split your pants when we get on the mic and rock the house.
Man, that was scary.
The hell was that?
That was scary.
That was a sneak peek of our hip hop debut that's coming out.
Before we go too far along, Alan wants to share the Wild Things. For those of you that have logged on to Google today, you know you've seen the where the Wild Things are. The little logo, their tribute to the author.
Google Doodle.
The Google Doodle of the day, and it's in memory or in honor, I should say, of
I remember that.
Maurice Index's 85th birthday.
Oh, wow.
So for those of you that are streaming, Alan took it upon himself to make a few changes to the Wild Things.
The Wild Things.
This is some good-looking journals right there, man. Has anybody ever read these books?
Yeah. When I was a kid, man. It was one of my favorites.
Man, we have books here. What? They don't have anything in Puerto Rico?
Nope. There's no Wild Things. We used to read books about it, Chupacabra.
You know what? You look like a chupacabra in that thing, man.
He does look like a chupacabra.
Alan, you did a great job, and I got to say, that picture of Mikey on the left sure does go extremely well.
It really does.
The one in the middle, that just looks like my secret soul sister just hanging out in a tree. I'm not sure. It's just a little feminine for me. And then the guy all the way to the right, he looks like he's been smoking the wacky tobacco. I'm not sure what's going on over there.
I'm not happy about any of that. Guys, I don't know if you saw over the weekend, over the last couple of months, or I should say last couple of years, a lot of the dares that have been going on, the YouTube stunts, there's the Cinnamon Challenge.
Oh, the one we got invited to, but nobody wanted to do it?
Right. People do hot wing challenges.
Right.
Like us?
Yeah, hot wing challenges. What are the other popular ones right now I see online? I think there's
there's, I think, a gallon of milk challenge.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The gallon of milk challenge.
I've seen a couple guys try to do, I think 8 cheeseburgers from McDonald's challenge.
Right. Okay. So, you've seen tons of them. This one floored me over the weekend. A 19-year-old took the soy sauce challenge.
Never heard of it.
Neither have I. So apparently, this young man drank more than a quart of soy sauce on a dare.
Well, that's got to be a lot of salt.
Well, it's funny you say that, because that salt attacked his body and sent him into a coma for 3 days.
Soy sauce can do that to you, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
If you're going to chug a quart of soy sauce, it knocked him out. And it immediately started, because of what it does with all that salt, it started to shrink. They said that, I guess, a portion of his brain
started to dehydrate.
Exactly. That's basically what was happening.
Wow.
And there was no lasting effects. They're saying that he's the first person, but he's listed as the first person to ever overdose
on soy sauce.
Now, but he drank a quart of the stuff. I mean, I know when we go to the sushi place, and you and I will kill half of one of those bottles.
Is that the guy?
That may be, if Alan found it already.
See that? Oh, he's shaking his head yes.
But
not too bright. People, that just goes to show you, leave the food challenges to the big boys.
Yep. Don't do anything with that much salt. That's a quart.
Little Kim, I'm not dumping you in soy sauce anymore. I have to find something else to lick off.
That one.
But I mean, What are you just sitting there and you see a bottle of soy sauce and you say, you know what? I wonder.
Well, if they were at a sushi place or anything that would require, usually it's something Japanese or something like that. Why didn't they do the wasabi challenge as opposed to soy sauce?
Well, okay, but what's funny is I've read some of the ones where people have snorted the wasabi.
Right.
So I mean, what I'm saying is, you were a Marine. You hung out. Of course,
Yeah, we
you
used
told
to
some
do
of the
crazy
story,
stuff like
right?
that, but that made sense back then.
Yeah. Like,
So you put six guys around a table. I like the way it makes sense. What were they doing? Just sitting there, and of course, that's what they were doing.
No. They used to tell each other, "Hey, are you made of potassium? Because your banana looks good right now."
Wow,
Man, you kill me, man.
wow, that was.
I told you not to use your pickup lines on me, bro. All right? It's the last time.
Alan, how come I can never have my sound effects? Why do you hate us?
So
what's that sound effect? Still
so
nothing,
then-
huh?
Still
then
nothing.
So the kid is
There, it's late.
He's good to go now then.
Yeah, apparently after 3 days, he woke up. No. I mean, again, he's 19, so there's really no noticeable brain damage. But
Don't worry.
It looked like there was brain damage going into the into the stunt.
But I'm just saying, and so it's funny. I started thinking back, and I wanted to ask you guys, what was the wildest dare you ever, again, sitting around like that, and somebody just dares you. What did you do?
I don't remember. I don't remember. I never did anything that crazy growing up. I jumped off a second story window before.
Arvin?
When I
Probably
was
set myself on fire.
about 8.
Okay. And pray tell, how did you set yourself on fire?
Camping, actually. Luckily, I had a jacket on that I think was fire retardant. I'm not even sure if it was. It's kind of the stupid things to where you're like, okay, before you realize what you're doing, and before you know it, you're running through the desert on fire. Yeah, it didn't end well.
I like it. Now, just because you brought up the story of fire, and we're picking on Mike, let's talk about how Mike almost burned down a national forest.
That's right, people.
Man, you had a busy weekend, didn't you?
It's actually a few years ago. But Mike comes back, and I start off with my typical, how was your week? He's like, yeah, a little exciting. I said, really? He's like, yeah, I almost burned down the forest. I thought, good Lord, man. I mean,
Smokey the Bear must not like
so
you.
I'll let Mike
He
tell.
would have hated me.
I'll
He
let
would've
Mike
hated
tell
me.
his story about how he almost burned down a national forest.
A ver, dime Puertorriqueño.
Dude, we went camping, obviously. Went with the family.
You know what? When you don't have a house, I mean, you can call it camping,
No, but that's what we call it.
all right.
So we there was high winds warnings too. So they said no campfires. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I look around.
You're like, I'm a Marine.
Right.
That
I
doesn't
look
apply to
around,
Mike.
and there's other people with campfires on. So I said, you know what? Let me start a little one. Right.
That's exactly, man.
So I started a fire and I couldn't keep it lit. So in my infinite wisdom,
You had more gas?
I went to get the gas, but the gas I use for the stoves that comes in that rectangular aluminum can. You seen the Coleman?
You know what's funny is that my story so far is hand in hand with
Right.
your story. It started very much like that.
So I'm walking towards the fire pit, right, while opening this gallon at the same time, and it came open, and then the gas just spilled right into the campfire. All I
And
see
right
was
up
the
your-
fire following the stream back into the can. So luckily I was about 10 feet from the river. I run over there, dripping flames. On my way over there, I throw the gallon into the water, but it floats, dude. So now it's a floating torch going down river. So I jump in, and I'm dunking this thing in the water to put it out, bro. I put it out, all right? I come out, I look back, and I started a fire, dude. So there's Pati and Chachi. Stupid me. I went and grabbed water. Well, what's the last thing you use in a gas water?
In
In a gas fire.
a gas
I'm sorry.
fire, okay.
In a gas fire, you don't use water. Every time I threw water, it just kept spreading and spreading. So there we are.
Wait a minute. I have two questions. Are you sure you're a Marine? And number two, is this what the government taught you to
Dude,
do?
they teach me how to destroy crap, not to
Not to put it out?
Not to put it out. So, anyways, I was stomping on it, couldn't get it going. So we're trying to look for dirt or sand. Dude. So basically, it was very compacted dirt. So we're scraping and just going back. And there's people driving by, dude. By this time, this fire is probably about 8 feet round, bro. People driving by laughing. I'm like,
Yeah, I would have been doing the same.
luckily, I was able to put it off. There was no injuries other than I lost all my leg hair, both legs got cinched. But it was good times, man.
Is that why your legs are hairless nowadays?
Yep.
That makes
And
sense.
then, to top it off, about 2 hours after I put it out, the winds picked up something wicked, man. So if I had started that fire, it would have been crazy.
So I just thought, and I'll finish by that same thing. Mine was, I was 10 years old, and with 4 of us sitting around, bored, and one of the guys like, I dare you to throw a match. And the guy's name was Julio. At Julio. I figured, all right, how bad can that be? So I struck a wood match on the side of the box, flinged it at Julio, and what happens? Flame on, baby!
You set the forest on fire?
Turns out he had just got a new shirt, a brand new sports shirt. And you literally could smell the fumes from the ink in this shirt.
Oh, so he was on fire.
Yes, he was on fire. So
you sure that's not hair that you smelled burning?
No. Here was the funny part. So when I threw the match, you saw the flames go. We dove on him, tried to pat everything out, and literally there was no, other than some of his eyelashes that got singed, no damage to the shirt, no burn marks on him, nothing. It was just the fumes that it caught on fire.
Yeah, remind me never to go camping with either one of you two.
Well, here's one. It wasn't really a dare. It's kind of trying to be funny. When I was in New York, in middle school, they took us on a school trip to Chinatown, right? So there was about 8 of us kids and the teacher, and there was this shorter Cuban guy that we used to hang out with.
And a teacher?
Yeah,
it's a little class.
Yeah, it was the ESL class. So. Anyways, we're eating, right? And this other guy, a friend of mine, says, "Hey, man, why don't you blow pepper into this other guy? Pepper into his nose, make him sneeze." Everybody thought it would be really funny. Well, apparently, I didn't think, I had enough pepper, so I opened the thing, and I poured a big mountain of pepper on my hand.
Wait, why does any kid that's 8 years old walk around with a big thing of pepper?
We were at a restaurant, I just said. And I blew it into this kid, except it went in his eyes, not his nose. So he starts running around screaming, knocking crap all over the restaurant. I'm tackling him, trying to get him to the bathroom because the teacher is looking at me like he's going to kill me. And, they ended up having to call 911. And the ambulance came, and they did the eye wash and all that. And, yeah, it's good times, man.
That's awesome.
I have a question, though.
What's up, sir?
I started tacoing him.
I don't know. Here it comes.
Would you leave him alone?
So, anyways, that's
he's only been in this country 47 years. He has not mastered the English language yet.
Did I just tell you I was in ESL? What the hell?
You know what? I don't even think English is your second language. I think you went from Puerto Rican to Spanish to English.
That's right.
Oh, man. So did you get in trouble for that?
Yeah. I got suspended.
For how long?
Just a couple of days.
Okay. Well, I mean,
my mom never found out I was suspended because I get up in the morning and go to school. School.
You know what? That is funny, man. You should have said it wasn't me.
Yeah, there was too many witnesses, man.
That would have been fun. You know what? We should do that. That's a challenge we should do.
What?
Take some pepper to the eye.
Who the hell would want to do that?
Are you insane?
Permanent eye damage.
Wow.
All right, so this is a Three Guys Rant here on Rant Radio Network. Make sure to call us at 855-693-4897. We'll be back after this break.
Call the Three Guys Rant now.
Would you like to comment? Get on the radio.
Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com.
The Three Guys Rant.
You have entered the Twilight Zone. Just kidding. It's only Rant Radio Network.
Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
DM Narc Radio Show is now airing on the Rant Radio Network. You've heard the Three Guys Rant refer to us as the Clam Chowder Power Hour. Now we get to bring our New England humor over to Los Angeles. We'll be airing Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern, and we'll cover everything from local to national politics and news. Guess what? We're uncensored too. I'm Dave. Join me and Nick Friday on the Rant Radio Network.
TheTicketSurgeon.com. Reach us at 855-WIN-4-199.
Did you get caught speeding, texting while driving, or doing anything else you weren't supposed to do?
Give us a call. Don't miss work. Don't lose out on the money. Don't get any more points. What about your insurance? Let us fight for you. TheTicketSurgeon.com at 855-WIN-4-199. This segment's sponsored by Mucho Macho Michelada. Whenever you got to spice up your beer, Mucho Macho Michelada is for you. Only real men.
Did you say mucho macho?
Mucho Macho, baby, where the real men come to drink.
Hey, I don't always drink michelada, but when I do, I drink mucho macho michelada.
If only Arvin could be a little more mucho macho.
Will it put some hair on my chest?
No, but te quema entrando y saliendo.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Streaming live from Los Angeles and worldwide, The Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com. The Three Guys Rant starts now.
All right, we're back again. This is The Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil here on Rant Radio Network, and we have a guest, not in studio but on the phone, and Skype as well. So we have Christian Harloff and Mark Ellis. Gentlemen, are you with us?
Hello. Hey, how are you, man?
All right. How you doing?
Sorry about that. We hit a button somewhere. Who's on the phone? Okay, do we got them both on the phone, Alan?
You have Christian for sure.
Yeah, and you got Mark Skyping in, so every form of technology is working.
Outstanding.
It's about time we do something right.
No kidding.
That never happens around here.
I was going to say, just last week we upgraded from the 2 tin cans and the strings, so we're pretty excited.
No, we have.
That's okay. We're actually right outside the window.
You know what? I'm usually the one on the outside looking in, but I like this.
Hey, I keep telling because we went to I could not get that guy out of my head over the weekend. We went to a presentation last weekend.
Whatever you do,
easy.
You can get the guy's head out of where?
No, the gentleman who said that 70-year-old guy talking about the worldwide internet.
Oh, okay.
He was teaching us about technology, but on the phone is Schmoe Knows.
Yes, sir.
Christian Harloff and Mark Ellis.
That's right. We are on the information superhighway. It's very exciting.
I'm sorry. That sounds a little Seth Rogen to me. It throws you off every time I hear that.
Actually, it cracks me up. It reminds me of Al Gore, but that's great. I like it.
I keep telling him to do a Seth Rogen impression. He keeps sticking to Alf.
Well, at least you guys got some talent. We got none. So go ahead, Arvin.
So, gentlemen, first,
it's debatable that we have talent.
You know what? First off, thank you for coming on air. I know that. You guys are somebodies. You guys aren't like us. I mean, some of your stats here that we're looking over are just outstanding. How long have you guys been doing your show?
Well, we started on Current TV like in 2007.
Speaking of Al Gore, that's his network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Al Jazeera, right?
Yeah. But yeah. But a friend of ours was an executive over there and asked like literally, this is like when nobody was really doing a lot of these reviewing TV or movies by video. So they said, hey, would you guys want to come in and just like do some videos? So we're doing a whole bunch of people are doing it. If you want to submit some videos and see if it worked out, and we did. And we had chemistry, and they kept us on there, and we were on there for about a year, and then we decided to try it on the YouTube, and we came up with Schmoe Knows, and it took a little bit of time. We only had like 800 subscribers like the first year, and then we were able to build, and we're at about 50,000 now.
Now, obviously, you guys knew each other before. Were you guys doing something, collaborating on something together?
Well, yeah, we actually, we both came from the world of stand-up. Christian did it for, I guess, about over a decade, and then he accomplished the ultimate goal of stand-up comedy, which is meet a hot girl that likes you so you can get out.
Nice.
And I still do stand-up, and it's nice because what we do on YouTube with our show and our podcast is that you still kind of get that instant gratification of stand-up where you say something and you can have an immediate response from the audience. So it's really fun to, when we put up a new video on YouTube or on our website, you can go look at the fan comments and you can interact with your fan base. So it's a neat outlet for our desperate need for attention.
Okay. Well, Arvin, that is no joke. I swear to God, that's Brian from Family Guy.
I'm telling you.
That is Brian from Family Guy.
Well,
wow.
You know what? You know what's disappointing about my voice? Nothing's disappointing about my voice is that when you meet me in person, it's the feeling that you get when you meet a lot of radio DJs for the first time in real life. Is like, oh, that's what you look like. You're like is so much better than the rest of me. This is you're meeting the best part of me first.
So
imagine Topher Grace had her golden radio voice, and there you go.
now, gentlemen, I don't know if you guys are. Well, obviously, one of you guys is in front of a computer because you're Skyping, but I don't know if you're actually streaming the show now, but. We have your name of the show, as well as your pictures up on our stream. Now, I say this with the utmost respect and love, so don't get offended. And I'm not sure who's who in the picture, but the one
I know exactly what's coming here. I know exactly what's coming.
Okay, then I'm gonna start on the other side. The gentleman on the right reminds me of the character from that '70s show.
You're right. That's what he just said. Topher Grace.
Yeah. Oh, did he? Okay, but then the one on the left reminds me of Dana Cook.
Dane
Cook. Dane Cook.
I knew both those things were coming. I'll take Dana Cook. Why not?
Guys, I want to apologize in advance. This is why we preface our show, and it's on our site, that anybody who comes to our network for any kind of real information, at least from us, should have their head checked. Because Arvin, even though you just said Topher Grace 30 seconds before Arvin started, he didn't make the connection because he doesn't know who Topher Grace is.
No, I know the guy from that '70s show.
Well, you know what's funny is that 70s show is called That 70s Show, and he's that guy. From that 70s.
That's Arvin's life story. He'll even come in with breaking news on something he just saw that he wants us to cover, and he'll start with, remember that guy from that show who looked like the one who was the guy's neighbor? So
listen, you don't need to apologize to us. Our fans are constantly on us also. We mess up names all the time. There's a guy on Game of Thrones called Frey, and Mark decided he wanted to call him Fry for the last 3 episodes, so that's fine.
Yeah, you know what? Game of Thrones is not the show to start out with. You need a Rosetta Stone to learn how to pronounce all those names. It's a thick universe that Mr. Martin has rabbled up here.
Hey, listen, your show you put up a new podcast once a week.
Well, we have a couple different outlets. We're movie reviewers on Fandango and Movies.com, and you can find our reviews and a top 5 video over at Movies.com about twice a week. Our YouTube channel, we upload a video every day.
Okay.
And our podcast that we have from 8 to 10 p.m. is on the Toad Hop Network, and that is live 8 to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And had some really cool guests on there. We had Katie Sackhoff, who was our co-host for a long time, about 4 months, and I think we had Sean Astin on recently. It's been a lot of fun.
Cool. Yeah, now that is amazing. So again, I know you guys are up to 50,000 subscribers, and again, maybe you said it. I didn't hear it, but 13 million video views. I mean, that's...
Yeah, we're close to that number, and it's. The stats are insane. But then you look at it, we actually, despite the way our voices sound, there's a pretty strict work ethic we adhere to. I mean, we usually release something every day, which is it's either a video or it's a top 5 thing, or it's our podcast on Thursday. We really see way too much of each other, and but
yeah,
it works for our show, and we have a good rhythm with it.
So let me ask you this: I'm assuming this is then your full-time job.
It's this and then stand up. I mean, by day movie reviewer, by night comic, and I try to fight crime in between whenever I can. But I'm pretty pressed for time now.
Yeah, this is my backup job. I am a dad first, and then a movie reviewer second.
No, okay, so that's what I was going to ask. Being a dad or having the stand-up, how hard is it for you to fit all those movies in?
I'm not his son, just to point that out.
That hasn't been proven.
Beautiful year-and-a-half-old daughter who is already on the same reading level as I am. But as far as me doing stand-up, I mean, it's just a great balance that because again, it's nice to collaborate with somebody when we do our videos and our podcast that you can kind of have that back and forth. Whereas stand-up is such a exercise in isolation, which, I like being on stage by myself, but when you do a TV appearance for Schmoes or we're on the radio or something like with you guys, it really is nice to have someone to kind of play that tennis with back and forth.
No, I can understand that.
Yeah, and unfortunately we know each other so well that it's the chemistry. The chemistry actually really works. So even though we don't like each other, we're forced to work together.
Well, it sounds an awful lot
we know
like
exactly what you mean, brother.
So my question to you is, I've always wondered, as movie reviewers, do you have to do like us, the little people, and actually physically go to a movie theater to see it, or do you guys get the special privilege that everything is sent to you to review?
I tell you what, man, it's like going into the coal mines 3 times a week. You got to get out there and get in that movie theater. Occasionally we get screeners sent to us, especially around Oscar time, but more often than not we go to press screenings, which are held, I guess, maybe a week or two before the film is released. So it's just really, to be honest with you, it's nice to not have to pay for movies and sneak into 3 of them in one day anymore.
Yeah, and that was the thing, is that when we were doing it, we told each other, look, we believed in what we were doing. We believed that even at first, when nobody was really watching, the people that were watching really dug it. They understood. I go, look, the 2 of us agreed that we should go see. We'll pay for the movies. We'll sneak into the other ones, and then we'll make it work. And it paid off because we were on the Corolla show for a while too, and the studios kind of acknowledged that. And then something happened that was pretty cool, is that Rotten Tomatoes made us the first YouTube movie reviewers ever to be certified on their site, and then because of that, the Motion Picture Association of America granted us accreditation and recognized us as real critics, which is really cool. So now we get to go to all the press screenings, and they send us screeners during Oscar time.
So then how long before you guys come back to the Saturday show I used to watch on Channel 7 when I was a kid, Siskel and Ebert?
You know what? That's exactly what I was thinking.
I'm just saying. I mean, they fit the profile. They got the more modern touch. We need somebody that we can turn on Saturday when we're getting ready to go out and hear their take on the movies.
Hey, man, you guys call somebody and let us know. We'll be there.
Well, I'll call somebody, but it ain't going to be anybody that's going to be able to help push that forward.
I'll make you a deal. If you guys get your own show, just let us be the 3 janitors in the corner, and you guys come for the Hispanic vote. We can't even speak this language, but hey, what the hell? We'll help you.
I like where that's going, man, and it's been a fun ride so far, and just going back to the press screenings to see where you've come from. Like, I remember the breaking point for us as far as sneaking in movies goes. We had to go see Prince of Persia, and then to review Sex and the City 2, we snuck into Sex and the City 2, and sitting in that theater, neither one of us made it more than an hour and a half into that movie.
That was my favorite ever. I was like, because we both hate texting in theaters, don't like anyone looking at their phones in theaters, but this was one circumstance. I was sitting there, he's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. He walks up, and I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, where the hell is this guy? And I said, I just got to do it. I got to check my phone. And I look at my phone, and all it says is bail. With exclamation point. And it literally was like we went into the trenches, and we just didn't make it out.
That is too funny. Now, I do have a question, because according to Guy Code, you're never supposed to sit right next to each other. Do you guys sit next to each other at the movie theater?
Yeah, you know what? At this point, the guy code is a little different at press screenings, because we've realized that at press screenings it's very similar to what the stand-up comedy world is. There are a lot of different cliques, like through the way that there was in stand-up, there is at the critics. So you got to stick together. So I don't care. As long as he's not sitting on my lap, I let it go.
That's normally how Arvin sits.
I have done a couple times during the really scary ones, I'll admit. I actually prefer sitting next to Christian simply because I've become, sitting through so many movies, you become so sensitive to everybody's little tics, whether it's, I was pissed off at somebody for breathing too loud a couple weeks ago, just through their nose. So I can trust Christian, and I know what his tics are, so I can accept it. And now I go into a movie theater by myself, I either sit all the way away from somebody, or I'm sitting next to Harloff, one of the two.
Yeah, you guys made the comparison to Siskel and Ebert. How about Waldorf and Statler? That's what we've become now.
Nice, I like it.
The 2 grouchy Muppets.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Now I can relate. I got it. Gentlemen, I know we're coming down to the end of the break. If you guys aren't in a hurry, do you guys want to stick around for another segment?
Absolutely.
All right. Alan's giving us the cue right there. We're going to pick up with Schmoe Knows.
He's being awfully generous with that finger today.
Whoa. Yeah, I know he is. I swear, every time I see it at the corner of my eye, I swear he's flipping me off. But
all right, so
get the Three Guys Rant on the Rant Radio Network with special guest Schmoe Knows on 2 types of mediums today, Skype and calling in. We'll be right back. Stick around.
The Three Guys Rant.
To watch our stupidity live, head over to RantRadioNetwork.com. Good colors and night.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra modern, ultra clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today. Or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Lazo with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
Hi, I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez.
And I'm Kelly V. Dolan.
And we are excited to announce our show Live with Aaron and Kelly is on Rant Radio Network. What do we talk about on our show, Kelly?
We talk about everything from entertainment to business and tech, and we have a few laughs in between.
That's right. Go check us out on RantRadioNetwork.com. That's RantRadioNetwork.com.
Check it out.
This segment's sponsored by Mucho Macho Michelada. Whenever you got to spice up your beer, Mucho Macho Michelada is for you. Only real men.
Did you say Mucho Macho?
Mucho Macho, baby, where the real men come to drink.
Hey, I don't always drink michelada, but when I do, I drink Mucho Macho Michelada.
If only Arvin could be a little more Mucho Macho.
Will it put some hair on my chest?
No, but te quema entrando y saliendo.
Streaming live from Los Angeles and worldwide, The Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com. The Three Guys Rant starts now.
All right, we're back from the break, and hopefully we didn't lose him. Guys, we still have you on the phone?
No, we left.
On the phone with us is Christian Harloff and Mark Ellis.
I was going to say they probably text each other, bail.
That's what I was thinking. Guys, I wanted to share with you, Arvin at some point is going to beg to go to one of the screenings, or he'll email you, or now he's going to assume you're friends. And the only thing I'm going to stress,
we're already BFFs.
Do not hold the popcorn in your lap if you sit next to Arvin. Okay.
Don't let him provide the concessions, is what you're saying.
No. That's okay if he pays. That's okay if he pays. But the last time that Arvin gave one of us a bucket of popcorn, we made the mistake of thinking it was for us. Little did we know that as he goes to reach in, Arvin was there trying to tear out the bottom.
I've attempted. I attempted that trick in high school one time. And, it didn't work to my favor because you forget how salty popcorn is, and it just doesn't mess
So I just share that if you go with Arvin, please don't let him hold.
He's a stalker. And every week he's got a new man crush, and I think this week is going to be both of you guys.
That's no lie.
Well, if he's fallen in love with my voice again, the real thing's going to disappoint you. So.
Yeah,
I can always close my eyes.
That's what they say all the time, and they never end up doing it.
Just pretend you're with Dana Cook, and things will be all right.
There you go,
guys. So how's the year shaping up so far? I mean, every week we've always argued about there was Star Trek and Fast and the Furious 6.
I rate movies every week.
I know you do. I know, but I'm curious to the professionals. I'm just because Superman is coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we see it tomorrow.
Oh, nice. So what do you think so far? I mean, what's your favorite that you've seen year to date?
Summer movie or for the whole year? Well,
Please don't say After Earth.
No, After Earth, God no. The one that I really enjoyed as far as like a smaller film was Place Beyond the Pines, which came out earlier this year. Really liked that one a lot with Ryan Gosling and Bradley Cooper. But the big summer movie, yeah, I'd probably have to say Fast 6. I just got such a kick out of that movie, and it just look. We said it in our review. Is the acting spectacular? Absolutely not. But it's just a fun movie. I was cheering. I found myself at the edge of my seat, kind of cheering, and I found myself really enjoying it.
Outstanding.
Yeah, we all liked it.
And I mean, if you had to pan one, I mean, I don't know if you guys do that as part of your site, but
oh yeah.
Oh, which one would you say is the? What do you want to call
it? Wait. The bomb of the year?
No, you know what? I got a question because I've actually been on their site and I enjoy their YouTube videos. I know you guys saw Iron Man 3 before it came out, and you guys were kind of hesitant to point out certain things. Once I saw it, I understood what you guys were talking about. I got to say, I didn't really enjoy that movie. And once Phil thought I was nuts, but once I gave him my point of view, he understood completely why. I don't necessarily think it was an Iron Man movie.
I 100% agree with you there, and Mark, I think you and I have had this discussion 100 times. It's not an Iron Man movie, but I am a Shane Black fan, and it was a Shane Black movie. It was more of a Shane Black movie, but I understand your point absolutely in the fact that if you were going in there for an Iron Man / Marvel film, you will come out vastly disappointed.
Which I did.
We actually we had to kind of invent something new for the channel because we were so jacked to see Iron Man 3, and we did the review, and we always pride ourselves on never spoiling anything in our reviews because we want the fans to watch our videos, but then also go out and be able to enjoy the movie and not have anything ruined for them. But with this one, we said, okay, look, we'll do the normal review, and we'll give our opinions on the film. Then we're going to release a spoiler-heavy review of Iron Man 3 because you have to talk about all the twists and turns that movie makes because you're either going to lose fans or gain fans watching the film. Some people really liked what happened in about halfway through Iron Man 3 and other people hated it, and we wanted to open up that forum for discussion. I mean, personally, I didn't think the movie recovered from that twist, but you know, it left the doors now wide open for Man of Steel to come in and be my favorite movie of the summer so far.
Phil, do you know what that twist was?
No, I really don't. I was going to ask what, and I guess see, this is why I've always told Arvin that I would have made a horrible movie reviewer, because for me, I sit there. I mean, I'm brain dead as it is, but then I sit there down, to watch Iron Man 3. I tune out. I enjoy Gwyneth Paltrow. I think Robert Downey Jr. is a really good actor in what he came to do. So I just kind of sat through the whole movie, chugged along with it. Thought, okay, cool. I enjoyed it. Then all of a sudden, Arvin gave me his perspective on it. He pissed me off because he made me hate it.
Well, that is usually the perspective I have going into a movie, and I think Christian too, is that we're fans of movies. I'm not going in there, with your movie critic kind of attitude where I think people hear the word critic and they think you're going to go in and try to hate everything, try to be as critical as possible. But I mean, I love those movies, and I was loving the first half of Iron Man 3. I just didn't dig what it did in the second half. Like a movie like After Earth, I enjoyed After Earth. I thought it was a really cool action movie. And people can give me crap about it, but I'm a fan of movies first and foremost. So I agree with you.
Gentlemen, before we get too far off topic, I still don't think Phil knows what happened in the middle of the movie.
What was the twist? I missed it.
Well, do you want? I don't know if anyone's listening. I don't want to. Whoever's listening who hadn't seen it, I don't want to.
Gentlemen, we have 3 listeners, and they're all in the room right now.
Well, it's up to you guys. We could, if you guys get yelled at, just say yell at you.
Let's do it. Do it.
All right. Well, basically, they set up the Mandarin as Ben Kingsley as this kind of badass villain that you think, oh, this could be like the next Joker. This guy's menacing, and they set it up the first 45 minutes. You're like, I can't wait to see what happens with this guy because everything he's doing is just villainous. And then they reveal he's just some stupid actor and it's so cheesy and so lame. He was hired by Guy Pearce, and it's just like you might as well just play. It was so silly when they revealed it, and you just lost a lot of the oomph.
Phil, all I got to say, and I have another question.
But you know what?
Arvin
didn't catch that. He probably caught that on your site because he's not that bright to catch that during the movie.
All I got to say, and I'm going to go back and defend myself, because every time, and by no means would I ever say I'm a critic, but every Monday we always have the conversation. Did you see anything? I usually do because I enjoy movies just like you guys. I usually tend to hate all the crap that's out, but I do got to say, Phil, most of the stuff that I tell you, I think either one or both of them kind of have touched on it, have the same opinion.
So you're looking for validation through them?
No. I would never look for validation from another man. But
I got to go back on what you said though too. You said you're not a critic. That's the whole point of what we do though. We kind of go off the whole thing is everybody's a critic. Everybody is, and that's why we started doing what we're doing because we didn't go to these big like film schools and do. We literally are just guys who talk about movies the same way that you guys do, and it's just a matter of sharing your opinion, talking about it. And I think that's why people have been listening to our show because we're not that guy. Like I don't consider myself a critic. I consider myself a guy who reviews movies, who watches movies, and talks to them the same way I would talk to any of my close friends. Right. And I think that's what everybody should do. Like there's no one that should say, I think this movie is good, and if you think it's bad, you're an idiot. Like that's stupid. And a lot of critics do that, and I don't agree with that logic.
Now let me ask you a different question. Let me ask you about your favorite director, Michael Bay.
No, you stop it. You stop it now.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Michael Bay?
Hey.
This phone will blow up.
He's back to being on my top 10 list because he made up with Megan Fox. She's in his next movie.
You're happy about that?
I was happy because, again, in my opinion,
April O'Neil in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I'm fine with, but people like hardcore fans of Ninja Turtles are up in arms with everything that guy's trying to do to ruin that franchise.
Well, yeah, I think he is going to hurt the franchise because I think he's going to take it a little too over the top. I mean, I don't think the Ninja Turtles ever needed the big explosions and the Michael Bay touch. So, yeah, I have a feeling it's going to go awry on that one.
I mean, it's hard to say. It's the lineage of a bunch of turtles that became, teenagers and mutants in the sewer with a rat that talks. But come on, man, we like that stuff. Don't ruin it. It's not your mythology to mess with. Just let us have these cool fights between them and the Shredder, and we all go home happy.
I agree. Could have said it better.
Oh, okay, and I'm okay with that. But like I said, I could have shot him when he put Rosie Huntington. I thought she was horrible in part 3.
Jeez.
I miss my Megan.
That movie. Oh my God, that movie hurt. I would have rather eaten popcorn from your bucket.
Which one? What were we talking about? Transformers 3?
Yeah.
See, I like Transformers 3 more than I liked 2. I still didn't like 3 because I thought that there's so much silly comedy. The problem with him is what Michael Bay does is someone somewhere told him that he's funny, and whoever that person was needs to be locked in a cage and pricked with ice sticks. Because he is not a funny person. He throws in all this comedy, and it just brings down the movies completely. And that's what it did in Transformers 3. I thought the last 20 minutes of Transformers 3 was actually pretty enjoyable. But this guy should not have anything to do with comedy, and all he does is, hey, look at this really hot chick, and I'm going to put her in slow motion, and then I'm going to have somebody eat a sandwich in slow motion, then I'm going to blow that sandwich up.
That sounds a lot like the other type of movies I watch.
The less than eating the sandwich, the more the hot chicken in slow motion. I'm with you.
Hey, bro, they don't rate those on air. Okay, they don't rate those on air. Hey, I'm just curious because since we are talking about Michael Bay, what did you guys think of Pain and Gain?
Pain and Gain, I was really disappointed with. I thought that movie would have fit well with Michael Bay's tone because I actually like Michael Bay's earlier work. I thought The Rock is still one of my favorite action movies of all time, and it looks like it could have been like that. And the movie just every comedic effort it makes, it fails, and the action is sensationalized and over the top, especially when you consider that this is like a true story, and it almost looks like it's glorifying what these three morons did, and it's not something to be celebrated. Once I really figured out what the story was, and it was based on a true story, then I thought Michael Bay was a horrible choice to direct that movie.
That was my problem with it too. I agree with Mark. Is the fact that had that been like a made-up story of events that never happened, then I probably would have thought, he's getting back to his roots of just kind of like this more fun, silly thing. But this was a true event where there were actual victims, whether the victims were despicable or not. It's really happened to real people, and he took light of it and really made it was cheesy and poked fun at these people. I just thought it was in poor taste, and I didn't really enjoy the movie.
Yeah, I agree. I think the movie took off, and it just...
Guys, we're coming down to the wire here, to the end of the segment. I want to thank you for tolerating us for the whole 30 minutes. Is there anything you'd like to push, plug? I know you have your site. Anything coming up? A book signing, perhaps? I mean, anything else you want to make us feel bad about?
Well, yeah, our website, we just relaunched it. It's been doing really well, actually. Go to schmoesknow.com, and you can find everything there. You can find our Twitter there, our YouTube, our Facebook, the podcast, the whole deal. Just go to schmoesknow.com.
And for anybody watching the stream, it's actually on our website, the whole 30 minutes you guys have been on. Thank you guys for coming on. We'd love to have you in studio at some point.
We'll have to drop out the studio, and I'll be at Barnes & Noble autographing breasts. So if you guys want to swing by, I'm happy.
Arvin loves to have his breast autographs.
I was going to say, can I include mine into the mix? All right, gentlemen. Well, again, thank you very much for calling in.
Christian Harloff and Mark Ellis of Schmoe Knows. Thank you so much, Arvin.
Guys,
thanks, guys. Enjoy the movies this summer, and let's look forward to talking about some great films soon. Okay.
Let's do that.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great night.
You too.
I know we only have a couple segments, but did I actually hear that they're going to remake Star Wars or do the last 3 movies?
Even though it's...
I have no idea.
Okay.
Star Wars?
Star Wars, that's what I had heard.
Isn't J.J. Abrams doing something with them?
That's what I had
heard. One of the episodes.
That's what I had heard.
Like episode 7 or something like that.
Something like that. So, again, this is the 3 Guys Rant. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. This is on the 3 Guys Rant on Rant Radio.
Hello, everyone. Even Elvis loves Firehouse Chefs. Catch FHC Radio every Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m. on the Rant Radio Network. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, FHC. Why can't you see what your food is doing to me? When you don't believe a word I'm saying, we can't go on together with these appetites, and we can't build our dreams on these appetites. So if an old friend I know stops by to say hello, would you still send them over to FHC? Send them to FHC. Here we go again, asking where I've been. We've been to FHC, eating the famous slides and sides. We can't go on together with these appetites, and we can't build our dreams on these appetites.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Lazo with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
You're listening to What Honesty Feels Like with Christine Sawicki, that airs every Tuesday from 8 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can catch us on RantRadioNetwork.com. If you're one of the most successful people in the world, I want to talk to you. I want to know how you got there, where you're going, and who you're giving back to. So call me at 855-969-7268 and check in with me, the most successful people in the world.
Hi, I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez.
And I'm Kelly V. Dolan.
And we are excited to announce our show Live with Aaron and Kelly is on Rant Radio Network. What do we talk about on our show, Kelly?
We talk about everything from entertainment to business and tech, and we have a few laughs in between.
That's right. Go check us out on RantRadioNetwork.com. That's RantRadioNetwork.com.
Check it out.
This segment's sponsored by Mucho Macho Michelada. Whenever you got to spice up your beer, Mucho Macho Michelada is for you. Only real men.
Did you say Mucho Macho?
Mucho Macho, baby, where the real men come to drink.
Hey, I don't always drink michelada, but when I do, I drink Mucho Macho Michelada.
If only Arvin could be a little more Mucho Macho.
Will it put some hair on my chest?
No, but te quema entrando y saliendo.
Streaming live from Los Angeles, the Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com. The Three Guys Rant starts now.
All right, this is the Three Guys Rant. Arvin, Mike, and Phil here at Rant Radio Network. Thank you to Schmoe Knows for calling in. Great movie. Well, I don't know. I guess they don't like reviewers or critics, or they're just movie guys that give their opinion. But
I forgot to ask him what they thought of Brokeback Mountain, man. The best movie ever.
I'm sure in your book it is.
If they're listening right now, they're both throwing up in their mouth, but all right.
They're probably playing popcorn games. But gentlemen, I did want to. I don't know if you guys heard. I'm sure you guys did because you guys are big political junkies. But Barack took the stage on Friday and had literally nothing to say.
Right, I saw that.
Now, I'm gonna
go. He had a lot to say.
It just wasn't there for him.
Right.
So I'm gonna go back to how stupid and retarded are we as Americans? So we have nothing better to either talk about, to say, or just criticize the dumbest things. I mean, the man is running the free country. I'd expect him to have a prepared speech.
He's running the free country.
He's running the American country.
As opposed to other countries that charge you to be there?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So, look at that. All these here. You look at that. You're like, oh, hell no. So, yeah, I would expect him to have a prepared speech. I'd expect somebody to be holding up at least cue cards. I mean, look at that. They made the man cry on stage. They were just giving him a hard time because he was up there to talk about healthcare, correct? Okay, we'll go with that.
Okay.
But yeah, he was kind of just waiting for him.
But the thing was that he had left the speech somewhere else, and an aide ran out and gave it to him.
Is that what it was? Because I heard somebody didn't put it up on the prompter.
Yeah, and then, they didn't put it up on the prompter, which they have a paper copy, and somebody ran out there and gave it to him, and in the process, apparently tripped and then near killed themselves.
You know what? I had forgot about that.
So that's the
part
commotion
too.
You hear in the audio.
Yeah, I just you know what? It's the president again. I wouldn't want him to just have a speech just off the hip, because that's when stuff goes wrong. That's when he might say something he's not supposed to be saying.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, presidents and all those political people, they have
whole
prepared
teams,
speech.
right? They have
they have
teams for this,
speechwriters.
right.
You know, they don't do anything. They don't. What do you call that? What do you call that? Off the cuff.
Phil?
They don't improvise.
Right, and they shouldn't.
No, I know. They don't improvise. Everything's prepared for them.
You see what happens when you do improvise?
I know.
It goes horribly wrong, and the popcorn comes out.
Oh, hold on. Here's my speech. Okay.
Wow.
Got it.
See, I have a speech here, and I still don't know what the hell I'm doing with it. And then the other one, the wife, Michelle Obama, I don't know if you heard about that. I don't know if it falls under heckling or whatnot, but I know she was, I think, at a nonprofit event, and there was a protester that kept trying to cut her off.
Right.
And just trying to be rude, and Michelle Obama was, if you keep it up, I'm going to leave, and blah, 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 and this, that, and the other. So finally, what did she say? She said, look, if I want your opinion, I will have my husband tap your phone. That's funny.
What are you, Larry the Cable Guy? What is that? No, it's... Wow.
That is funny. I don't care what you guys say.
Wow.
So nonetheless, yeah, I mean, not that she got confrontational with her, but she did get off the stage and basically confront the protester.
Yeah, she just ultimately she told her, these people can hear you or hear me,
And they're not here to hear you.
So the crowd started clapping, whatever, and the lady was removed.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Secret Service would actually let it get to that extent. I'm surprised they wouldn't have her removed immediately.
You understand that would have made a bigger headline.
Yeah, we can't do that. As it is, the conservative media was trashing the first lady for days after the event, thinking, who the hell is she? Why does she think that these the people were here to listen to her, or how come she treated that person in such a way?
Since Friday, it's been going on?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people there probably paid those big ticket items just to go see her.
Right. I think it was $2,700 a head or something like that to get in.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was because of her.
Right.
Phil?
Well, they weren't paying $2,700 a head to go see us.
And they wouldn't have let us in. We probably would be the hecklers there. That's it. That's all you got.
Me, that's you. I'm letting you. I'm looking at your list. I'm like, okay, Arvin's going to do everything here in 4 minutes. Wow, it's supposed to
3 minutes.
It's supposed to be an entire segment of Arvin. So I thought, okay, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to look at some news, and that way I can interject as I go because Arvin gave me a whole list. Arvin, why don't you talk to us about Chewbacca and his lightsaber? Why don't we do that, Arvin, since you have 7 minutes left in your segment?
That just sounds so filthy. No. Let's talk about Chewbacca. Let's take it serious because we're just talking about movies. Chewbacca, by the character's name was Peter Mayhem. He's actually 7'2". I would have never thought that there's actually a person that's that tall inside.
Actually, the character's name is Chewbacca.
The gentleman inside of Chewbacca, the gentleman up on the screen, his name is Peter Mayhem, and he physically is 7'2". Okay. I never thought that there was somebody that tall in there, but he was actually coming back from Denver, from a Comic-Con. He was coming back from an actual convention out in Denver. He was in a wheelchair just because if you notice in a lot of the pictures, I don't know if it's because of the height or what the deal is, but he's got bad knees. So because of that, he also has a cane. The cane happens to be a lightsaber, which you can see in the picture. Now, what threw him off is, the gentleman's a big guy, so you'd expect that cane to be sturdy. I guess when he ran it through the X-ray machine or whatever, nothing suspicious came back, but just the weight of the cane itself raised some eyebrows to where they had to call a supervisor just to basically okay it. Well, the gentleman, Peter Mayhem...
as you know, I've been...
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. Is pretty heavily active on Twitter. So as soon as he started doing that and started posting and taking pictures and whatnot, I think it reached TSA and they didn't want to get in the middle of anything. They didn't want to start having any problems with it or anything like that, to where they let him go through. So nothing big happened. But his whole thing is that this is the first time that anything like this has ever happened, and he tours the country all the time to go to these shows.
So let me get this straight, because our 3 fans are listening, and I'm sure some of the people that stayed over from Schmoe Knows, because we want them to know how good we are at storytelling. So your story is about the guy who played Chewbacca in a costume in 3 of the greatest movies of all time.
Correct.
Went to the airport with a cane that resembles a lightsaber, ran it through the X-ray machine, and nothing was done to him.
That is correct.
So
I was wondering. I was going to ask, well, what the hell was the weight on this cane? Was it 50 pounds or?
Maybe 69.
You don't know anything about things you wouldn't understand, things you couldn't understand, things you shouldn't understand.
Are you done? So again, Mayhem 69 was heading home from a Denver Comic-Con when his movie-inspired cane provoked...
Okay, wait. Are you going to tell us a story again?
I know.
What the hell are you doing?
But now he's going to read word for word the article from which he got that.
I'm trying to figure out is there weight, because I don't remember reading anything on the weight. They just said it seemed irregular.
But what? Okay, wait a minute though. You wanted to share it as one of your topics today. It's on the list. I'm looking. It is. If anybody, okay, it's on the list. It made it in black and white. You printed multiple copies
for everybody to have.
So I'm just curious.
Chewbacca is the backbone of America. He's an alien.
Okay, Arvin, you got 3.5 minutes.
Chewbacca looks like most of the women you date.
So, all right, let's talk about.
But yet it looks like most of the men you date.
Let's continue on with Arvin's list, because this is spectacular. Us as Americans need better things to do than waste time.
Yeah, that goes back to the Obamas.
Really? So that's it. So these topics right here. I mean, you have 3 minutes left for your. I mean, this.
Hold on, let me keep reading.
Tell you what, why don't you just start reading the story again, man? Maybe we missed something in the beginning. That's what happened. We missed something.
Let me read.
Wow.
Are you done with your sound effects over there?
You know
what the hell is wrong with you?
It would have been a story if you tell me that he stands there at 7 feet tall, and before he goes through the machine, he pulls a 6 foot long lightsaber out of his ass. You see, now that's a story. But
You know what? That might have been where it came from. I don't know. But no, it doesn't say how heavy it is, so I have no idea.
So let me get this straight. So you saw a pathetic headline, ran with it on open air, and have nothing ready.
This comes back to we need to find something better to do than waste our time on what other people are doing.
Okay, but you understand that somebody who's listening to us right now is asking
wasting
themselves,
their time?
Wasting their time. That's a whole 15-minute segment under Arvin's Corner.
First off, it's 12 and a half minutes.
Be that as it may, what have they learned from you?
That Chewie can't go through the airport security without being harassed because he's an alien.
You know what would have been funny if he had shown up in full costume and they just wave him through.
You know, okay, now we're closer to a story.
You know.
And I really was expecting. So when I saw this note, I'm like, oh, man, Chewbacca, messed with. Oh, okay. That's going to be interesting. Caller on line 1. Caller, you there?
Sorry about the Chewbacca guy again.
I'm sorry?
Can he repeat the story? Because I didn't understand it.
Isn't that 12 minutes of your life you're never going to get back?
Sure, no problem.
It's much more.
To our number one listener, Peter Mayhem, 69. Was headed home. Did she just hang up?
Stop right there. Stop right there.
I'm like, did she just hang
She
up?
wants to hang up. I don't blame her.
Why couldn't what happened to the president have happened to you?
Get heckled?
Well, you don't have your notes.
Why couldn't what happened to Simon Cowell happen
There you
to
go.
him? Why couldn't somebody run by her now and throw eggs at her?
No, I can go around and slap him with my huevos.
Did you go see that doctor with 575?
Wow.
No.
I don't know what happened to Simon Cowell. Somebody hit him in the face with eggs?
So let me get this straight. While you're scouring the headlines and reviewing the last few days, getting ready for today's show, you find an obscure item about Chewbacca.
Chewbacca is America's hero.
But you didn't see...
unbelievable, man. You're unbelievable.
But you didn't see that Simon Cowell got hit with eggs.
He's from England. Of course not. I don't read English headlines.
Oh, what do you read? Spanish headlines?
Even more so. But
By the grace of whatever is holy in the world and currently looking down on us, in 4 seconds, Alan is going to send us to break.
And that's how you do a segment.
We'll be back after the break.
Why? I don't really know, but we will be.
Call the Three Guys Rant now.
Would you like to comment? Get on the radio.
Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com.
The Three Guys Rant.
You're unbelievable, man. You're unbelievable.
Welcome to the Monster Marketing Group, your one-stop shop for all your marketing needs. Anything you need to make that marketing and advertising campaign stand out, we're your people. Concepts, design, production, social media, anything that you can dream up, we're going to make happen for you. And we can do it in a very quick turnaround. Please give us a call at 888-49-MONSTER.
This segment's sponsored by Mucho Macho Michelada. Whenever you got to spice up your beer, Mucho Macho Michelada is for you. Only real men.
Did you say mucho macho?
Mucho Macho, baby, where the real men come to drink.
Hey, I don't always drink michelada, but when I do, I drink mucho macho michelada.
If only Arvin could be a little more Mucho Macho.
Will it put some hair on my chest?
No, but te quema entrando y saliendo.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Streaming live from Los Angeles and worldwide, The Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com. The Three Guys Rant starts now.
All right, this is the Three Guys Rant again on Rant Radio Network. Next on the mic is El Boricua. He says he's audio candy, but he looks more like a Shaniqua.
That's right, audio candy, baby.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
All right. Did you guys hear about Let me see. This man, he's 7'2". He's 69 years old. He apparently was in a little. Anyways,
where's the bullet?
Was he at the TSA in Denver?
So you guys heard that? You know what I want to talk about real quick? Something it's not as interesting as what you were talking about earlier for the last 12 minutes, which is intriguing.
The president?
Yeah.
First lady?
But you know what? Sometimes we don't realize and we don't even think about it when we go to let's say to McDonald's, for instance. McDonald's is an American company, and everybody knows where they are and who they are, and most people know the McDonald's menu by heart. Even though when they're in line in front of you, they're still idiots and wait. It takes 10 minutes to order.
That is because they want to double check, make sure nothing's been added.
It's like, holy crap! How many times you go to McDonald's and you're standing behind some doorknob that is going to take 5 minutes to order, man?
Yeah, but in all fairness, I mean, unless you're a cheap bastard like you,
right,
or have children, I swear to God, I couldn't tell you other than the Big Mac what's on the menu. I haven't been to a McDonald's where I had to go order other than the breakfast drive-thru in memory. So I would have to look at the menu to see what's there. I'm not. You say you act like everybody's got 27 kids and lives there 5 days a week for a 59-cent cheeseburger.
Oh, I know exactly. Number 10, crispy with a Coke.
There you go.
Okay, well, I do not know that menu, so I'm going to defend those people who aren't like you.
Well, they're morons. So, anyways, what I wanted to talk about is that we don't realize that in McDonald's in other countries, obviously their menu, even though they have a regular menu, they have to make changes for the country, whatever country they happen to be in. And I wanted to share with you guys.
Cultural?
Yeah, culture changes. For instance, here, this is in Europe, McDonald's have a family meal, which is what a lot of the smaller chains here do. The family pack. I don't know why McDonald's has never done that here.
I was gonna say that would probably do extremely well here.
Right, for $13, you get 4 sandwiches. You pick whatever sandwich you want,
I'll tell you exactly why.
Or $13 as opposed to a family. $13 for any one person in this room.
I was going to say, but I'll tell you exactly why they don't. Because again, you look at most Europeans; they're not as fat as Americans. Look at the size of the fries. That would never fly over here.
That's like a small fry.
Exactly.
Right.
We'd have to have 4 Godzilla burgers or whatever the biggest McDonald's one is.
Yeah.
The fries would have to be as big. Look at the sodas. Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
There's not an American out there. If they look at that and they're like, "What?
That's for one person."
Right.
I would eat that. Oh wait. It comes with cheeseburgers and nuggets. I would totally buy that meal for me.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So that's a European meal. That makes sense.
Right.
Okay.
That's one.
But again,
that's one great Friday night right
something
there.
that's in other countries. Alan, and again, people, we're streaming, so if you can't see it, get online. And these did not come out in order. So, but this is basically, I'll find out the country. It is a lobster sandwich.
Yeah.
A McLobster?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, pretty much. It is a lobster sandwich.
I wish they had that here too.
Man. Give me a second, folks.
But the problem is, I'm glad, oh, man, apparently Mike went to the same training class as Arvin to get ready for his segment.
No, they were supposed to be in order, but there was something was lost in translation.
Is that what it was?
But, okay,
the Puerto Rican.
It's in Canada. It's in Canada. Sorry.
I see.
Don't touch it ever again.
and it is called the McHomered. Homered.
The McHomo?
Homered.
What is a homered?
I don't know. That's what they call it over there, man. So you can actually get a lobster roll as a meal from McDonald's. That would be pretty cool. I would buy that.
Yeah, except up there, you figure seafood probably costs $2. Down here, we'd have to charge $25 for it.
Right.
I don't know what that is, but that looks Mexican.
It is in Mexico.
Is it really?
And it is the Molletes.
Wait. Is that like a muffin?
Are they really?
Yeah.
Are those beans?
It is, yes.
And pico de gallo?
Basically what it is refried beans, cheese, and pico de gallo on top of a muffin.
That's awesome!
Man, do I know my Mexican or do I know my
I
Mexican?
want one of those.
So, that's pretty cool. You go to Mexico. And again, we're streaming, so if you
For a second there, I thought it was bruschetta, but okay, I like the...
No, that's McDonald's, man.
It's more frijoles.
Yeah.
I like it.
So if we go down to TG right now, we could order this.
In theory, yes.
Okay.
Here...
Wow.
This looks like something...
I dated on Friday.
And this is a samurai pork burger in Thailand. All right? And it's basically peppers atop of pork patty, marinated in teriyaki sauce, topped with mayo and lettuce. That looks good, man. It's so wet and juicy.
But isn't that basically a McRib?
I was just going to tell you. Yes, it looks just like a McRib. So, Next one.
That looks like honey sauce, not barbecue sauce.
Right. This one.
Oh, is that potato salad?
Yes, sir.
That
it
one
is.
That doesn't look good.
That one is a mashed potato burger.
Right,
And
it's
that's
basically
in Japan.
That's in China. It's 2 all beef patties, mashed potatoes, lettuce, pickles, onions, and a sesame seed bun. And that's what they call a manly burger in China.
That's a manly burger?
I don't see that. Oh, yeah, we're going from bad to worse.
Yeah, and then this.
Ooh, that looks good.
You like that?
Yeah, I do. What is that? Is that a rice bun?
Yeah, rice bun.
Tofu burger?
It's a rice bun. If I can find this thing right here. But basically, it's a rice bun. It's an old vegetarian burger.
It looks old.
It has rice cakes
not old.
for the bun, and it's a vegetable patty with lettuce. Next one. That is a meal in McDonald's in
fried chicken and spaghetti.
Is that in Egypt?
In the Philippines.
Fried chicken and spaghetti. That's awesome.
Pasta topped with sweet tomato sauce, sliced hot dogs with spaghetti, and a chicken leg.
I like it.
And that chicken looks good, man. Crispy.
Yeah, it does.
Next one.
Wow, I'm glad your segment has more speed than ours.
La próxima. No, okay.
Wow.
Let me see. This one it's a breakfast. It is in Turkey, and it is white rice, sausage, and eggs. I'm sure you like the white rice, but that doesn't look appealing at all, man.
I love it.
It's got nothing in there.
He likes sausage.
La próxima.
Looks good to me. What can I tell you? It's a vegan one.
No, actually, I'm sorry. This is the one that's in Turkey, and it's hold on.
Wow. So once again, people
No,
do
I'm
not
sorry.
come
The other one you would have liked because you know what? It was in Hawaii, and I was spam.
Don't touch it ever again.
Thank you, Alan. Alan, do me a favor. From now on, ignore their segments. I mean, wow.
Okay, spam and eggs in Hawaii for a breakfast
Boy,
at McDonald's.
Has this show just taken a dive?
I'm telling you,
that is good. That is good.
Wow.
Spam.
You know what's not good is.
No, don't just be sorry. Think for 1 second.
Got to keep them in order, man.
How many more of these do we have to endure?
Oh, we only have 35 more. And this is in Thailand, and this is noodles with a sausage patty and an egg. That's for breakfast.
Could you have found any way to come up with a crappier segment than
So,
Arvin's? I mean,
anyways,
do you guys have a competition today?
It's thank you, Alan. We're gonna wrap this up because it's not going according to plan, man. That's the problem, man.
Christ. Jesus, look at that. Oh, that's just...
And that's what happens when you eat all those meals. It got hot in here for a moment. It got hot in here real quick, man.
I don't even know where to go with this. This is just...
Wow.
Wait, I have a follow-up question.
Oh, please. Of course you do.
Can you put up my food picture?
Oh, for the love of... How much of this stupidity do we have to endure?
The one with the taco shells? No.
Oh, it's a picture of my new six-pack. Okay, I think he's out.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Wow.
No, that's not the one thing I meant. Now, I know the last show, I don't remember if it was last Thursday or last Monday, we talked about the gentleman that was licking
taco shells.
I think Alan's on the floor back there. Was licking the taco shells for Taco Bell. That was the picture I was looking for. Now, the last thing that I heard is that they weren't using them to serve. They were on their way out into the trash.
Correct. They were training shells. People are just stupid. Like the people that I'm in the studio with who spend 35 minutes on ridiculous sales of McDonald's food that they can't identify. And then people who talk about Chewbacca out of costume with a 6-foot cane. I'm sorry. Now go on. What was your statement? I'm sorry. I'm completely lost now.
That is
unbelievable.
You were right there.
Wow.
All right. Richard Ramirez died this weekend.
You know what he died of?
No.
Renal failure.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
They hadn't released it the first day, but if you don't know who Richard Ramirez is, you're not from
You're
California.
right, and I'm sorry, Arvin Jr. They didn't release it the first day, but 5 days ago when he died, by now for today's segment, perhaps you could have had that tidbit. I don't know.
The notorious serial killer. What? He was known as the Night Stalker. What? I don't care what he died of. He saved us some money.
What, 20 years later?
So,
Alan, was there somebody on line one, or was that one of our 3 listeners who said they're done? Oh, it's Arvin's call for the next segment.
Hey,
Damn it! It wasn't somebody telling that they're going to blow the building up so we can
Now
leave?
I know that he got married while in jail. Was he still married? Do you know? Is she
Bro,
entitled to anything?
did you understand that he pulled a U? He gave us the headline. No follow-up allowed. None.
Okay, Phil, do you know?
No, because that wasn't my story. It's not on my list.
I say you backhand him.
But here's the question.
Oh,
Okay,
somebody
he
wants...
died. He died, right?
No, not yet. Okay.
Who the hell cares if he was married?
What am I looking at? Yes.
Who the hell cares if he was married or not?
Well, I'm just curious to see if he was leeching off the system for 20 years.
Oh, sweet.
To see if she was still entitled to get
This
something.
is the Three Guys Rant on the Rant Radio Network. Hopefully, 2 of them will die during the break because God will smite them. We'll be back.
We're going to talk porn.
The Three Guys Rant.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Lazo with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
Hi, I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez.
And I'm Kelly V. Dolan.
And we are excited to announce our show Live with Aaron and Kelly is on Rant Radio Network. What do we talk about on our show, Kelly?
We talk about everything from entertainment to business and tech, and we have a few laughs in between.
That's right. Go check us out on RantRadioNetwork.com. That's RantRadioNetwork.com.
Check it out.
Streaming live from Los Angeles and worldwide, The Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Check out our website at www.the3guysrant.com. The Three Guys Rant starts now.
We're back. Why the heavens didn't smite us and just burn us in our seats, I don't know. But
I want to thank McDonald's for those beautiful pictures that they sent.
Wow.
I'm just barely getting up off the floor.
Arvin, let's do something fun.
Let's talk about Chewbacca.
Beat up Mike.
Who's on line 1, Arvin?
Angela Alvarez. Are you there?
I'm here.
You know what? I'm glad she stuck around after hearing Mikey's brutal segment. But Angela, thank you for calling in. You're calling in from
you bet.
From Scottsdale, Arizona, correct?
Yes.
Oh, that is a beautiful city. But you are a brand new pop rock singer and songwriter. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's true.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, sure. My story is I was just working and doing the corporate America thing, and I never really thought I could do music. I always wanted to. It was always kind of that dream, of course, of being a singer and a rock star and whatever, but just never really pursued it. And it was just a few years ago, I was on a camping trip with some friends, and there happened to be a guitar there, and picked it up and played the little bit that I knew. And over the next week, a bunch of my three or four friends that were there reached out to me separately and said, you should really pursue this and do something with it. So I was finally like, yeah, I am. I'm going to do this. So.
See, and that's funny. At least you had encouraging friends. In this group over here, if Arvin had a guitar and started singing, I think somebody would beat him with the guitar.
Yes, I owe a lot to those friends. I thank them all the time, but no, and it's just been ever since things have just kind of fallen into place really quickly for me, and a lot of opportunities have opened up, and I started taking guitar lessons, started playing open mics, and started getting hired places, and the EP that I just recorded, I got to work with Jim Wirt, who produced Incubus, and Fiona Apple, and Hoobastank, and a bunch of other people, and it's just been incredible, and, you know, my whole philosophy with it has been to not really attach any sort of specific goals in mind, but to just kind of throw my heart into it, and, you know, whatever opportunities come my way, take them and run with it, and it's just been amazing. So I really owe it to my friends and just people around me for encouraging me so far, and I'm excited to see where it'll go from here. So.
Well, that's outstanding.
And you write all your music?
I do, yeah. I love to write. I've been writing ever since I was a kid. I think just, you know, poetry and things like that. Once I learned the guitar, it kind of gave me another vocabulary, I guess, to be able to put it to music. But yeah, when I play around town, I get hired out a lot. I'll do a mix of covers and originals, but I do have quite, you know, 30 or 40 originals that I've written and performed myself. So, yeah.
All right, Angela, and I guess I'm looking here online. You have a show coming up on the 15th?
I do, yeah. This Saturday is here in Scottsdale. It's my CD release party. I've connected it with a charity that I'm involved with, so all the net proceeds are going to go toward that charity. I have a bunch of other really talented musicians playing on the show with me. So, yeah, this Saturday, 7 to 10 at Martini Ranch in Scottsdale, which is one of the premier live music events in town. So, really excited about that.
That's
really,
excellent.
Looking forward to that.
Now, I know that the engineer over here is trying to set up the song to play. And again, my apologies if it's been answered. I know you come from an executive background into music. What made you want to do something? I mean, that's completely opposite or extreme.
Well, it is a little bit, but my background was in marketing, which is if you're going to go towards something in the executive business realm and be creative, that's the place to do it. So to me, it's not too much of a stretch because I was already doing things that were kind of creative in the marketing field. But yeah, I don't know. All I can say is that it was something that was lying dormant inside me, and I was just kind of going through the motions of life and feeling like there was something else I was supposed to be doing, but I wasn't sure what it was. And anytime I thought it was music, I was really quick to dismiss it because I was like, oh, I'm not talented enough, or oh, I'm not, you know, I didn't start when I was 12 like everybody else. I'm way behind. So
You know, and that was exactly my follow-up question. So it's not like you had been, I don't want to say karaoke singer, but kind of singing for, you know, X amount of years beforehand, and one day you just said, you know what, I just want to go for it.
Kind of, yeah, on and off a little bit. I sang when I was a kid. I tried to sing a little bit in high school. I wasn't very good. I tried again when I was in college to get into kind of a musical theater program. Wasn't very good then either. You know, not good enough to get in the program. And so that's why I think I had kind of just hadn't really developed that belief in myself that I just needed to keep at it, and it took the encouragement of other people outside of me to hear it and point it out to me, and I'm glad I finally decided to listen to them.
Angela, now I have a question while we have you on the phone. We want to play one of your songs, but I know you sent over 3 of them. Is there a specific one you'd like for us to play?
You know, everyone really likes Someday, and that's the title track from the CD. So if that one will work, that one seems to be the most kind of universally commercial song.
Okay, great.
That everyone likes.
Alan's got it queued up. He's going to go ahead and play so we can listen to it for a little bit, and we're hearing the sounds of Angela Alvarez.
Thank you, guys.
These
All right, so again, for everybody listening, that was Angela Alvarez with her song Someday from the album Someday. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Now, your CD release is June 15th, which, again, I know you're going to be doing at Martini Ranch for the Year Foundation in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And what made you want to get involved with that organization?
Well, I have a little friend who was born deaf and received, when she was about 3 or 4, a cochlear implant. And I think I was always fascinated with the fact that science has really kind of overcome this this handicap of being deaf, and that through these implants, kids can now not only function in the world better, but enjoy music. And I think that the tie for me is, like, when I think about how important music is to me, not just the fact that I play it, but I mean, think about every memory that you have growing up and through high school, and how a song can take you back to a place and how connected it is to our emotions. I think I just really want to be able to give kids that gift that maybe can't afford it themselves. So this program is really dedicated to help kids who have these cochlear implants or who need assistance. They're very, very expensive to receive and to maintain. And same with hearing aids. It's just a very pricey thing. So that's kind of the connection for me, like just being able to help kids function better in the world and also enjoy music and have that experience open up to them.
Right, and that is awesome. You're right. I know that it's not an extremely cheap thing to be doing. So again, I know it's June 15th is the release of your album Someday. Now, is that also going to be the launch of a tour?
I'm working on that. I'm in discussion with a couple of different groups that can help me book it. I've got kind of August plans sectioned off as touring around kind of the West Coast. So I can definitely keep you updated as I get those details. But as of right now, it's
now just so you know, everybody in the room just their eyes lit up as soon as you said that.
Thumbs up from everybody.
So yeah,
I'll be sure to stop by LA.
Yeah, absolutely. When you make it out to LA, make sure to come on by the studio. We'd love to have you in here, do a live performance, and that'd be great. How can people get a hold of you?
AngelaAlvarezMusic.com is my website. You can actually download the EP for free right now on my website. Also there you can find all the links to do all the social stalking that you'd like, if it's YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, whatever.
Angela, be careful with that because Arvin is a registered stalker. He's horrible about it.
You know what? You can't prove that there's ever been a stalker website.
Well, I welcome it.
Hey, can we continue playing your music?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've got some videos up there and everything. Okay. So, AngelaAlvarezMusic.com, everything's there.
Okay. Now, do you want to give a plug to the Year Foundation website, or maybe even the Martini Ranch website?
Sure. Gosh.
Well, if you don't have it, I have it in front of me. That's what I'm asking. Okay. I don't know if you wanted to say it. Again, I know I have here yearfoundationaz.webs.com, and we have martiniranchaz.net.
And for those of you that are listening to us here in California, the AZ is for Arizona. She's not around the corner, but she's not that far away if you want to get out there and give her a listen this weekend.
Arvin?
Yeah, thanks, you guys.
Angela, thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate it. We wish you the best. If you're ever out on the West Coast, please look us up. We'd love to have you on the air.
Definitely. Thanks, you guys.
Take care and good luck.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You know, I would love for us to take credit for launching all these stars, but yeah, I don't think we helped them in any way.
Yeah, no.
Well, would have been cool if you had asked her what her opinion of Chewbacca is. And what does she think of McDonald's menus in other countries?
You know what? She's probably too young to know about either one of those.
All right, and you listen to the Three Guys Rant on the Rant Radio Network. We'll be back after this break. Man, the final segment already?
We should go another hour.
experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
We're the Brothers Bear Podcast Live, and I'm your host, Sanch, and I'm always joined by
Edgar, Carlos Madrono, and this is a show where we talk about comics, movies, TV, video games, stand-up, music, and many more geeky things. Catch us live on Rant Radio Network on Mondays from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m.
That's another commercial in the back.
This segment sponsored by Mucho Macho Michelada. Whenever you got to spice up your beer, Mucho Macho Michelada is for you. Only real men.
Did you say mucho macho?
Mucho Macho, baby, where the real men come to drink.
Hey, I don't always drink michelada, but when I do, I drink mucho macho michelada.
If only Arvin could be a little more mucho macho.
Will it put some hair on my chest?
No, but te quema entrando y saliendo.
Welcome to the Monster Marketing Group, your one-stop shop for all your marketing needs. Anything you need to make that marketing and advertising campaign stand out, we're your people. Concepts, design, production, social media, anything that you can dream up, we're going to make happen for you, and we can do it in a very quick turnaround. Please give us a call at 888-49-MONSTER.
What is the matter, my young apprentice? You can catch them on RantRadioNetwork.com 24 hours a day. The force is strong with this one.
Streaming live from Los Angeles and worldwide, the Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Hot topics and headlines, love doctors, politics. The Three Guys Rant starts now.
All right, we're back for the final segment, thank goodness. And I do want to curse out whoever sent Arvin the text. Your last segment was pure awesomeness. No.
My fans are true and through.
No. That segment sucked, and
you know what,
it will be stricken from the record for future. So when a future generation of people find us...
I'm sorry, dictation. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to talk about Product of the Week.
For crying out loud. It's back to you.
Oh, you have something you want to talk about?
No, go. Go. Please, because it's been so enthralling so far between the 7'9", 78-year-old guy and Mike's 37 pictures of
Product
McDonald's.
of the week. Do you guys hear about Ocho Cinco?
That he's starting to train again?
No.
Maybe he's going to get back into football?
He went to jail because he smacked his lawyer in the butt?
Yep.
Was it a guy?
Yes.
He smacked a guy in the butt?
Well, he was about to be sentenced. He had worked out a plea that was going to have no jail time. And the judge was talking to him about that plea. And apparently he felt that one of the questions she asked him was he happy with the representation he had gotten from his attorney? And he made a comment about, and he slapped the guy in the ass. Twice, like the players do in the field. Well, the judge got extremely pissed at that, threw down the plea agreement, did not accept it, and sentenced him to 30 days in jail because she didn't think it was funny.
I don't think it's funny either. But now what happened, the way you're telling it?
So, well, apparently people in the
gallery started laughing.
Yes, and that pissed her off.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, Phil, what you got?
No, please.
Now imagine if they give jail sentences to people around here every time you grab their ass, you'd be doing life, bro.
I want to hear. I'm on the edge of my seat. I just can't wait to see your product of the week.
No.
No, please, Alan. Product of the week.
It includes... Oh, okay, we can go with this one. Now, I came across this, and I don't know if this goes back to... What was that show that Honey Boo Boo made her famous? Terrors and Tiaras?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if this goes after that same thing to try to get your baby into some kind of competition, but it's Baby Bang, a very unique hairband enhancement accessory just made for baby girls. So you go and you take your little bald baby band, and now it looks like, I don't even know what that is, extensions or what the hell that is.
So you're starting your baby on weaves from a very young age.
Yeah. So again, I'm not saying that this is product of the week in a good way. I think this is horrible. Now let's do this. This one I because I found I found it amusing. Now I don't know if you guys have seen this, but you hang this out in your yard. I'm assuming specifically more if you're up in the mountains. Inside of the squirrel head, you can put peanuts and nuts and other stuff and stuff like that, and the squirrel comes up and it eats them, and it looks like it's got a giant head. It looks like a big bobblehead. You ever seen that before, Phil?
No.
All right. Those are my two products of the week.
Can we get a giant one like that made of your head, and we feed you through it?
Now, let's go and do pictures of the week.
Oh, there's more?
There's more. Now we're going to do pictures of the week. Let's see what comes up first. Now, this one I thought was hysterical. Gas is $4 a gallon, and girls still think we're coming over just to chill. Next. Now, I was driving the other day with Mikey down the freeway, and I saw this picture. Yeah, there's nothing to even say about this picture. Phil, can you describe the picture for us?
I'm dead. Thank you. No.
Next picture. Now, here at the offices, we were actually cutting the yard with the gardener here. And we couldn't find Julio. And we found him. Hiding in the bushes.
If you're not streaming, folks, this will make no sense to you. Much like even if you are streaming, it's going to make no sense to you. But please. Stream.
Next picture. Now, I found this picture, and we just had to put it together. Now, I don't know if this is a long-lost sister or cousin or what the deal is, but does that girl not look an awful lot like, I don't remember if that was Beavis or Butthead. I think that's Beavis. Or actually, that's Butthead. Do you guys see the resemblance?
No, really couldn't.
Next picture. Now, that one's not mine. I have no idea what this one is. Mikey?
Well, actually, that picture is a porn star that apparently she announced while she was in high school her intentions to get into the adult entertainment world. She was going to all Catholic school. So people were mean to her because of her aspirations. So she went back to school, decided to take naked pictures around campus and do a video of her pleasuring herself on campus, even using a crucifix to get back at them.
Oh, I'm sure that went extremely well.
Yeah.
So who is she?
Something Dodds. I don't remember her name.
Now,
how about Val West?
Wow, that's good.
Site.
Did you know that? Let's do the LeBron.
Yeah, because I knew the perv. I said, watch. I'm going to leave that one off because every time I go pick a topic, Mike goes for the simplest ones. I said, so he's going to go after it. So I figured he would at least cover it.
Now, color in your favorite LeBron James headband position. As you can see, 2008 started at normal height above the eyebrows. And as it got later, 2012, at some point, he's going to go halfway up the skull. I thought that was absolutely hysterical. Okay, so now those were all my pictures of the week. Now I want to do idiots of the week.
Oh,
I got two pictures.
Are you kidding me?
Let's do idiots of the week.
Continuing on with the stupidity? Son of a bitch.
Now, did you guys hear about this? Ryan Seacrest tried to high five a blind guy. And when the guy walked away, Ryan Seacrest got all pissed. Did you guys hear about that?
No.
Yeah, so I guess when the cameras pass and Ryan Seacrest is just talking smack, one of the producers of the shows goes and tells him, hey, did you not remember what we told you? The guy's blind. Why do you think you can even see the cane in his hand? And so Ryan Seacrest felt like a moron, and he goes running after the guy. He grabs him by the arm. He's like, hey, bro, you know what? I just want to tell you thank you, blah, blah, blah. In the meantime, the blind guy had no idea that what had just happened. And the last one, there is a outbreak of... Phil, can you tell me what that is?
What?
The outbreak.
Yeah,
we're looking at a picture of apparently a news report.
And that's here in Los Angeles. Here that's Fox.
And there's a
it's
hepatitis warning.
It's a hepatitis warning. I think it's supposed to say hepatitis warning.
You think?
So apparently he didn't read into it. It took a while to figure that out. That's it. Now it's back to you, Phil. Let's talk about your patch.
I swear to God, I'd like to patch both of you jackasses.
What do you want to talk about his patch?
Anyway, this is the new tongue patch. It's supposed to be all the rage. And what they're doing is they use these for hernias.
On your tongue?
No, for hernias. Moron, I just said for hernias. Someone got the idea that if you stitch it to your tongue, it makes it very painful to eat. So it basically keeps you on an all-liquid diet, and you drop 30 pounds a month.
And
what does that have to do with a hernia?
Has this been approved at all by...
In theory, it's not approved, it's not disapproved, and it's actually picking up a lot of steam here in...
By the insurance companies because it's cheaper than a bypass?
No. It's the funny part is it's actually more expensive.
It's more expensive to do
Yeah,
this?
it's like $2,000 to
Phil,
get this done.
Stick your tongue out. Let me stitch something to that.
I'm going to hurt you, Mr. Ochoa. But what they're saying is that it's also people are waking up in the middle of the night when they press their tongue up against their mouth. It kind of forces the issue because you're not changing your ways, you're not changing your diet. At least with the bypass or the lap band, it forces you to change some of your eating habits a little bit because you got to readjust. On this one, you can't eat at all. It also makes it more difficult to talk. So that's the part I didn't get. I mean, if somebody wanted to lose 100 pounds.
So what's the difference between that and everybody that was a freaking moron a few years ago that was piercing their tongue? It was the same thing. They couldn't talk. They couldn't eat. They couldn't do anything.
Yeah, but that wasn't to lose weight. That was more of a status, much like when they put those hoops in their ears.
Yeah, that's just...
That is wild. Who does it say who decided? I'm wondering who was the first person to say, you know what?
Well, it's actually it's the brainchild of Dr. Nicholas Shigay, a Beverly Hills-based cosmetic surgeon. He charges $2,000 for the procedure. Okay, it hasn't been approved by the FDA.
To stitch a little thing to your tongue.
Yes.
I'm going to say if they did that to anybody in this room, somebody's going to end up eating that thing and swallowing it.
Well, but apparently it makes it too painful to eat. So that's why you stick to a liquid diet. So.
That is the dumbest product of the week I've ever heard.
I'm telling you, it's one of those things that's going to catch on. And then the last one, Alan, I didn't even have Alan bring it up or put it on the thing, is I don't know if you guys are familiar with the site, beautifulpeople.com.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm on it.
You have to get voted in. Anyway, one of the things that they're doing now is they're allowing businesses to advertise for pretty people on their site.
You mean to try to get models?
Well, so if you want to hire good-looking people for your company, you can now post job ads on beautifulpeople.com.
It's probably smarter than the people we've gone through on Craigslist.
Yeah, but just because you're good-looking doesn't mean you're the brightest.
I don't need you to be bright.
So you just want eye candy.
I just need you to get on all fours and bark.
Hey, those trannies from Craigslist, they're people too.
So I'm just saying. I mean, I knew Arvin immediately was going to say that he's already on the site, that he's been approved. He's a card-carrying member, but
I am a philanthropist on that site.
You're a philanthropist on that site.
Did you hear about the teenager that's suing United Airlines?
I didn't see the video. I saw the headline, but they said that they didn't stop somebody from groping her.
No. There was a male passenger. It's a female. A male passenger sitting directly across from her. He was masturbating under the blanket
on the plane.
On the plane, and she complained to the stewardess, and the stewardess said that there was really nothing she could do.
You know.
So guess who's representing her, bro?
Condoleezza Rice?
No.
Better. Gloria Allred.
Gloria Allred.
Wow.
So she's gonna make some.
You know what?
I get some money.
Michael, what's his name? Michael Douglas. Hey, do you have that picture? That last picture? I think it's the very last picture. We can get it in there. That whole procedure. I think he should go to Beverly Hills and have that thing put on his tongue.
Who?
Let me see if Alan can bring it up. Get that picture?
There's only 12 seconds left, Arvin. Do we have to string this out forever? Can't we just end this one? I mean, it's painful enough as it is.
Speak for yourself.
And in the latest news, George Zimmerman trial started already, so we'll see what happens when they find him not guilty down there.
That's going to be interesting.
All right. And again, this is a Three Guys Rant on Rant Radio Network. Make sure to check us out on rantradionetwork.com and come on back.
I don't know why you're here.
Next.
Wow, y'all listening to Rant Radio Network. Unpredictably entertaining